sanctions, fines,
With
versus impaired driving?
no, you're breaking up. Tell me, what is it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Because I'm thinking,
Oh, no.
you know, if I go to trial, what's going to happen is they're not going to want to find him guilty. I know ahead of time, and we know, our whole office knows, we don't get these
Right.
very often. But anyways, what happens is, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens is, we're not going to get, I know it, I'm not stupid, we're not probably going to get a guilty on that. And the jury will feel bad a lot of times, and they'll split the baby. And they'll give me DWLS second. And I'm wondering if that's a 1-year misdemeanor versus a 93-day misdemeanor. And I'm wondering what the driving sanctions and how long, you know, revoke his license versus an OWI. Just curious.
Hey, Jane.
I've never looked.
Jane, sorry.
Yes.
This is Paula. Just getting Zoom up for the judge. Do you guys want to go out, want to go in a breakout room or?
Sure. Is my officer zoomed in?
No, that's all. Mr. Rosenberg, you, I got myself and the judge.
Hi.
Okay. Well, the officer's name is Millisor, M-I-L-L-I-S-O-R. So.
Okay.
Yeah, put us in a breakout room.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let me go into my office because I just made me host. Okay?
Okay.
It'll take me 2 seconds.
There we go. Our kid's supposed to be with us. He called and said,
He's supposed to. He's not on.
he said he was in the waiting room, so. I see you're in the basement office, huh?
You know what? Everybody always says that to me. It is the basement. I wish I'd spray painted it black before we redid it. We had a flood during the middle of the pandemic. Couldn't get anybody out. All the cleaning had to be done by us. Insurance only gives you $5,000.
Oh, I know. I hate that.
We ended up. I have all new carpet. I have a brand. At the time when I had finally, the plumber had to come out and put a new trap. It had just deteriorated because of the wrought iron, because I have a really old house. So I said, how much to put in pipes for a bathroom? So my husband, they put the pipes in. My husband built a really nice bathroom because he was off work. I mean, that's what we did with the 5,000. We got all brand new carpeting, painted all the walls. We have white wood trim around the bottom. Everything looks nice, except if I put a ceiling, I have so many heat vents and stuff that either they'd stick out or the ceiling would be so low you couldn't stand up. We're short, so it doesn't really matter to us. We're short people.
Hey,
my husband's like 5'9", so yes, Paula, we're having fun.
I know, that's okay. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I don't have my officer.
Oh,
Well, hang on. I got somebody in the waiting room for iPhone.
Yeah, I need to talk to him for like 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. The reason I wanted to put you in a breakout room was because I started the live streaming on YouTube. So that's why I thought.
Oh, we had a great chat.
Well, let me see who this iPhone is.
That's him, I bet, because that's not the defendant.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And can I get your name, please?
Corporal Scott Miller, sir.
Scott, what was the last name?
Miller, sir.
Spell it, please.
Millisor.
Thank you. The prosecutor I renamed you. Prosecutor has requested just about a 2-minute breakout with you. So I'm going to put you in the breakout room with her, okay?
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Paul, do you know where my guy is?
No, he has not checked in yet.
Let me call him.
Okay. Did you need a a breakout with him as well, Mr. Rosenberg?
No, I'll be okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Rosenberg,
Yes, ma'am.
it looks like what's your client's name?
His name is Kamani Graham. I have no idea who Quest McCody is, but I think it's
Okay.
him. I think it's him.
Okay, I was going to say if that's him, he's not connecting. He needs to connect his audio.
Oh, let me tell him.
Okay, thank you.
You need to collect. Are you Quest McCody? You're, there you are. Never mind. Yeah, that's you. Okay, never mind. Hello? Okay, say hello. Okay, good. Uh-oh.
Hello?
The clerk will have us on in a second, okay?
Okay, let me see. I didn't know that.
Paula? I'm going to mute myself. Mute yourself, okay?
Yes.
Okay, are we ready for the judge?
I think so.
I think so.
Mr. Graham, you can unmute yourself.
Mr. Rosenberg, that's a great picture that you have when you go off camera.
I didn't see it.
It's
No,
really,
thin.
he's got a beautiful smile. Just
Oh.
hang on just a minute and I'll let Judge know.
What's your P number, Mr. Rosenberg?
27407.
Did you go straight to law school?
Yeah, when I was 12.
You're the same age as my brother Jack then, right?
Did I go with Jack?
Did you go to UD?
No, DCL, December 76.
I think he was June of 77, I think. Or maybe 76. His P number starts with 27. That's why I was wondering.
In our class of 80 kids, we graduated like 16 judges. So
I went to DCL. I started in January and I couldn't start at UD in January and I just wanted to get it over with.
I thought I said DCL, but I didn't. No, I went to DCL. It was great. We had, I'm sorry, Jane, no women. We had one woman.
Okay, when I went in the late 80s, there was 3/4 men also. Now it's about 80% women.
All right, you know who? Bobby Colombo, Jimmy Rashid, 5 or 6 district judges I could name off the top of my head.
Columbo went to DCL.
Oh, here's the judge.
Good morning.
Okay. Hi, Judge.
Good morning.
All right, so People versus Kamani Graham, appearances, please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Mr. Rosenberg,
Your Honor, good morning. May it please the court. And for the record, David Rosenberg, P27407, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Graham, who's with us via Zoom. Judge, will the court waive his live presence in court?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, are we ready to get started?
Please, Your Honor.
Yes. Well, I have a question. Dave, do you want to cross-examine the officer or you want me to start?
It's actually your burden. I don't mind if you start, and I
Okay.
can where you left off.
Okay.
All right, Corporal, raise your right hand. I'm gonna swear you in.
Okay,
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth today?
I do.
All right. Go ahead, Ms.
Okay.
Gillis.
Okay. Corporal, can you state your name for the record?
Corporal Scott
Okay,
Millisar.
Corporal Millisor, I'd like to draw your attention back to the date of June 11th, 2019 in the area of, or on Rogel Drive near the McNamara terminal at the Detroit Metro Airport in the city of Romulus. Were you working that day in that area? And are you
I
a
was.
member of the airport police? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And in the afternoon, I think it was late afternoon, did some car catch your attention? Okay,
It
what
did.
kind of car?
I believe it was a Ford Fusion.
Okay, and what about it that caught your attention?
I believe I did the traffic stop. I think it didn't signal when it changed lanes. And then I ran the plate and then it came back with EIV, which is electronic insurance verification, was no. So no insurance on the
Okay,
vehicle.
so did you light up and pull the person over in the Ford Fusion?
I did a traffic
Okay,
stop.
let me bring
yes.
you back to you say it was this on Rogel Drive?
It was Rogel headed north.
North, okay, and how many lanes are in that roadway?
When you're leaving arrivals, it's 2 lanes, and when you come around the bend, it turns into 3 because of the traffic coming from departure level, and then it cuts back into 2 lanes again from
Okay,
there.
and when he did not signal, was this during the 2-lane part?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, and how far down from the arrival gate was it?
It was pretty close to it because, like I said, I ran the plate and all that, and that's why the traffic stop was done further down on Rogel.
Okay. And then when you approached the vehicle, how many people were in the vehicle?
I believe 2.
Okay. If you can, do you see I don't know if he has a thumbnail screen, but I was wondering if he could see the person.
It was a while ago. So, I mean, that was almost 2 years. So, it was quite a while. So
Okay.
I remember he did have long dreadlocks at the time. So,
Okay.
Black male.
Okay. And did something else catch your attention when you approached the vehicle?
It did. I smelled a strong odor of what was burnt marijuana
Okay.
appeared. And also I did remember he had marijuana on his shirt when I approached.
Okay. And then briefly, it's really not the subject of the motion, but you did some tests on him regarding his ability to drive.
Yeah, well, I went back to my car. Once he gave me his information, then I ran him in our system, and he was suspended. So I did go back and get him out, and then I just ran him through some field sobriety. He consented to most of them. So
Okay, so he actually had a suspended license. Did he have a
he
suspended?
did. Yeah, he was suspended. He had a suspended driver's license.
Okay, and that's an arrestable offense, correct?
It is. It is.
I have no further questions.
Mr.
You have no
Rosenberg,
further
your
questions?
witness.
Thank you. Corporal Millisor, how are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. You look like you should have been playing middle after last
I
night.
can't hear you. Hold on. You got to get a little closer, Dave.
Okay, how's that?
Better.
I can hear you.
Corporal Millisor, let's run back about that stop that occurred, gosh, in the summer of 2019. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yes.
You know, yeah, June 11, I see. You
Yes.
first noticed this Ford Fusion, and I believe you're correct on that. You first noticed the Ford Fusion as it was basically leaving the departure or arrival gate at the airport.
I would
I
object.
believe-
He didn't say that he was leaving the departure arrival gate. He said it was near there. It was a mischaracterization.
I thought this was cross-examined, but I'll ask correctly.
Okay, can you get closer, Dave? I can't hear you unless you get close like that.
Corporal Millisor, when you first noticed the vehicle, was it in the arrival or departure lanes at all?
It was leaving the arrival area, I believe so. Yes.
And if I remember what Rogel looks like there's a couple of lanes real close to the entrance, and then it gets wider as you go farther east or west.
Correct, sir. Because like I said, it opens up for the departure level coming down to kind of mend into Rogel there going outbound. So it opens up for a little bit there.
Corporal, you remember what time of day this was?
And I want to say it was early afternoon. I want to say. I'm not really certain at the time. 5, 6 o'clock maybe.
You worked patrol at the airport for how long, sir?
I'll be 20 years in June.
Okay. There are busy times. There are times that it's absolutely dead. But in comparison, what was it like on that afternoon, June 11, 2019? Was there a lot of traffic?
I could not recall that. That's so far long ago.
Fair enough. You first observe the car. Do you see the driver or do you see the lack of signal first?
I seen the actual vehicle signal.
Okay. You decide to run the plate. You find out that EIV, is that the initials? There's no insurance.
Correct. Electronic insurance verification.
All right. You pull the car over a little bit farther down Rogel, not farther away from the arrival departure gate, correct?
Correct, sir.
Okay. You smell what you felt was a strong odor of burnt marijuana. I need to ask you a question, Officer Millisor. Have you been certified as a drug recognition expert by the state of Michigan?
I have not.
Okay. You had my client get out of the car. I won't contest that at all. I just want to know factually, you asked my client to step out of the vehicle. Is that correct?
I did, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And whether you asked him or just told him, it's of no moment at this point in time, you advised him that you'd like to perform some field sobriety tests.
Yes, to make sure he was safe to operate a motor vehicle. Correct. Yes.
Now, are you an MCOLES, MCOLES certified police officer?
Yes, sir.
You have to be in order to carry a weapon licensed in the state of Michigan as a law enforcement officer. Whether I'm right or not doesn't make much of a difference. The field sobriety tests that you were taught to perform, where did you learn to perform them?
I'm going to object at this point, Your Honor. That the motion, is my understanding, is whether or not it was to suppress the evidence. Now he's going into the evidence that would be presented at trial. I mean, whether or not I thought his motion was more based on probable cause to stop.
Your Honor, I'm cross-examining a question that was asked on the basis of a question that was asked by Prosecutor Gillis. Did you perform field sobriety tests? That's it.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. Corporal Millisor, where did you learn to perform field sobriety tests?
On the police academy, and we also take recertification training as well.
Okay. You understand, if you didn't tell me, and if you tell me you don't, that's okay too, that the state of Michigan recognizes 4 field sobriety tests as recognized by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Is that a true statement?
That is correct, but I also am A-RIDE certified, which is
All right.
also,
I'm just looking for yes or no.
yes,
Okay. Now, if I understand them correctly, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, those tests include the walk and turn test, one leg stand test, the horizontal gaze nystagmus test. Gosh, and one more maybe. I'm trying to remember what it is. But it doesn't make any difference. Did my client perform the one leg stand test?
he did.
See, this is objection. This is where I get into, if we're going to get into all the tests and how he performed and everything, I don't think that's the nature of the motion.
I'll do my best to limit my questions to what's relevant.
Go ahead.
Okay. Corporal Millisor, you asked my client, or actually you performed, it's one of those tests that he doesn't have much to do but follow an object, the horizontal gaze nystagmus test. You performed that on my client's person, yes?
Yes, sir.
And the results revealed some movement in his eyes. That would be the involuntary movement that you understand to be nystagmus. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Under circumstances that would, according to what you learned, under circumstances that would lead you to believe that he'd been using alcohol. Is that correct?
Or some kind of drug too with,
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Or some kind of drugs. Where in your learning was it revealed to you anywhere that horizontal gaze nystagmus, a positive response to a horizontal gaze nystagmus test, indicates the presence of drugs? Where did you learn that?
advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement.
I'm sorry, would you say that again?
Advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement, A-RIDE.
Okay, advanced, A-R-I-D-E. Okay, and is that a course that you attended?
Correct, yes.
When did you attend it?
I believe it was 2019, like early, like January, somewhere around there.
Just some number of months before this traffic stop.
Again, yeah, it was over two years ago. Yes, sir.
Okay. And just so the record is clear, I'll move on, Judge. You're telling me that you learned in this A-RIDE that a positive result in the horizontal gaze nystagmus test indicated the possibility of presence of a drug.
Good, yes, very
Okay.
well.
Could or did?
It could, but I don't know I don't know on the side of the road what drug he took until that's where a blood draw comes in effect. Yeah, I'm just going off what I see.
Okay. And you also had performed a vertical gaze nystagmus test, which in some circumstances would be indicative, if you know I'm right, if I'm not telling me I'm wrong, indicate the presence of drugs. You did the vertical gaze nystagmus test as well, right?
It could sometimes.
Did you do it here on my guy?
I did, yes.
And that was negative.
Yeah, there's no vertical, no.
Okay. What other tests did my client perform that would indicate to you that he was impaired by the consumption of anything? We talked about this horizontal gaze nystagmus test that you say it would indicate drugs. What else?
Finger to nose.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Is that a recognized, codified, and that means in the statute, recognized test here in the state of Michigan as being a, let me think of the word, Judge, please give me a minute. A conforming test?
I believe so, yes.
Well, okay. Finger to nose. You also did a Romberg test. What is that?
Modified Romberg.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Yes. Would you like me to explain?
Please.
Where you tilt your head back a little bit, close your eyes, keep your arms to your side. You close your eyes and you imagine the passing of 30 seconds in your head. Once you think 30 seconds have passed, you open your eyes, you say stop.
Okay. Is that a test that's considered to be a standardized test here in the state of Michigan I'm sorry?
For A-RIDE, yes.
I'm not sure what for A-RIDE means. I'm talking about if I were to look in the statute.
Correct, yes.
I would look in the statute book. I think it's section 25. Don't quote me. If I were to look in the statute books, I would be able to find that a Romberg or modified Romberg was a standardized test adopted by the legislature in the state of Michigan and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration as being a standardized test to determine the existence or non-existence of drugs or alcohol. Is that a true statement?
It was taught with A-Ride, yes.
He knows what he was taught with the advanced roadside impairment drug. I've taken the course, but he's not looking up statutes. He's doing what he was taught in a roadside impairment course that he took for 3 days.
Corporal, by clarification, do you know whether or not the statute talks about that particular test?
I don't know about that. I don't want to say yes, and I don't want to say no, because I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not. like said,
I don't
was
know.
taught it.
I don't know is a legitimate answer.
Exactly.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Mr. Rosenberg.
All right, just a couple of more, Corporal Morrissey, Melissa. At no time did my client fall down, lose his balance, have to hold on to anything to the extent that you were worried that he would fall down.
Absolutely not, no.
Your police reports contain the result of a blood draw for which you had to get a warrant. Am I correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Okay. The blood draw came back negative for alcohol, zeros. Am I correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay. There was some level of tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, in my client's system. Do you remember what it was?
I believe the nanograms were 10, I believe.
Okay. Do you have any idea what 10 nanograms of THC translates into with regard to impairment?
No, you would have to speak to the lab on that.
Okay, I appreciate that. Have you ever been taught? I'm sorry, let me back up. Are you aware of a Michigan State Police publication that would tell Michigan MCOLS police officers and MSP troopers that there's no studied relationship between the amount of marijuana that might be found in one's system and one's ability to drive unimpaired?
Again, I'm not a DRE, so I'm not going to answer on that. So
appreciate that. That's a great answer. I appreciate it. Finally, what was the, and I like using this term because it makes me look like I know what I'm talking about. What was the errant, ERRANT? What was the bad driving, Corporal Morrissey? I do that. I'm sorry, pal. I don't mean to do that. Corporal Millisor, please forgive me. What was the bad driving that's linked to the amount of the fact that my guy at some time had consumed marijuana?
I never said there was bad driving. It's just he had a traffic did a traffic stop for a violation. I don't know if you're smoking weed. I don't know. I mean, people can drink and drive good. I'm just saying, I mean, all different strokes for different folks, sir. I don't know till I make contact.
Okay.
Not everyone drives bad.
This guy wasn't driving bad, was he?
No, he did a traffic violation. That was it. Infraction. That was it.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further.
Ms. Gillis, anything else with the corporal?
Just one question, Corporal, when you said you took this A-Ride course, it's a 3-day course, is that correct?
That is correct, ma'am.
And it deals with drunk driving and drug driving, is that correct?
But it's basically based off of drug driving.
Basically based off drug driving, okay? Yep. And you learn about drug driving over the course of 3 days, is that correct?
That is correct, yep.
And then you get a certification at the end, is that correct?
Yes, you do a practical with the instructors, and then you get a certification after.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Rosenberg, any follow-up?
Thank you, no, Your Honor.
All right, Corporal, be safe. I think we're done with you today.
All right, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Any other witnesses?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor. I filed a response, which I also sent to Mr. Rosenberg. And then 2 days later, I filed an amended. I put it at the top. I hope they put that in the file too, because there's a big typo in the first one. But at any rate, I think between
I didn't get the amended, but go ahead.
because I answer the questions in the reverse. But anyways, I would rely on my brief and my witness that he had enough to stop and do this. He didn't signal, no insurance on the car, and his license was suspended. So I think he had every right to stop him, and then he smells burnt marijuana. It's all over his shirt. I think he had probable cause to go further than that.
Mr. Rosenberg.
Taking the matter to its logical conclusion, Judge, the question remains, at least for purposes of my motion, whether or not there was reasonable suspicion to pull the car over. But what happened after is really telling. Judge, the court is asked to take judicial notice of the statute codifying the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's recommendations of only 4 field sobriety tests that can be used to standardized to be used to determine the existence or non-existence of impairment, and that's as a result of alcohol. There are other non-conforming, non-standardized tests, but those don't have anything against which we, as the public or the court, as an arbiter of fact, can use to determine the standard against which my client's performance might be measured. So if we stick to what's in the statute, we don't have anything to show that this guy was, Mr. Graham was impaired by the consumption of alcohol. With regard to drugs, the court is asked to take judicial notice of the Michigan State Police publication that says that there's no number like 0.08 with regard to alcohol that exists in the statute that we as the public or the court or law enforcement officials can use to measure whether or not the amount of drugs found in the system. And now we're not talking about Schedule 1, talking about marijuana. The amount of marijuana that might be in one system leads to the existence or non-existence of impaired driving, or driving under the influence, or driving intoxicated. Now, my client is charged with operating under the influence of drugs. Corporal Millisor was candid. There was nothing about his driving that would give rise to suspect the possibility that my client was intoxicated by anything. And using Michigan standards, Judge, he's also, and I do have to stress this guy is I'd love to have him on my back. Look he's a big guy. He's sharp. He's probably a real good police officer. But as far as drug recognition is concerned, he's not trained. Maybe this young man took a 3-day A-ride class in determining this or that. But if you go by the law, the court is aware. And again, I didn't have the publication because I didn't know that it would be necessary to show that horizontal gaze nystagmus test, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and all other publications of similar ilk, show that there's no relationship between a positive test on an HGN and the existence or non-existence of any controlled substance. Alcohol is the only thing that it shows. Now, that may be not true with the vertical gaze nystagmus test, but that was negative. Finally, and most telling, Judge, is that the people have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt to the trier of fact, either the judge or the jury, that my client's driving was impaired in some significant manner, that it would be visible to the policeman, it would be visible to a person in public, that he was driving while intoxicated as a result of his consumption of marijuana. And none of that's true. With all due respect, Corporal Millisor tells this judge there was no errant driving. I know I might be putting the cart before the horse, and I know Ms. Gillis for a long time. She and I are seasoned veterans at this, as is the court. When push comes to shove, Judge, this case, if it's going to go to trial, the court can anticipate motions in limine on the basis of these responses, that there is no driving that the officer could testify to that was influenced or could have possibly been influenced by the consumption of marijuana. It'd be one thing if I could give 100 examples. And it's not fair to put before a jury or the judge the ultimate question of fact. What was it about this guy's consumption of alcohol, this guy being my client, with all due respect, Mr. Graham? What was it about Mr. Graham's consumption of marijuana that was demonstrated by some bad driving? And the answer is nothing. So with that, Judge, if the court is comfortable in making a decision now, I would move for suppression of the evidence on all those bases. And ultimately, with regard to the driving under the influence of drugs, because I'm looking at the complaint and case report, I move that it be dismissed. The other matters still may have to be attended to. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Rosenberg, just so we're clear, this sounds like a directed verdict motion. Tell me on what basis I should suppress the evidence.
That becomes a difficult answer, Judge. I don't want to blindside anybody, and I don't mean to lie in the bushes. And that's why I said if the court would feel more comfortable with a motion in limine on the basis of what I've told the court, I can have that to the court in a week. On the basis of the motion that I filed, I don't think that there was reasonable suspicion for the officer to do that which he did. And on that basis, no probable cause. And if the court is going to find a Fourth Amendment violation, the court can feel comfortable in suppressing the evidence on that basis.
Okay, and I'm not.
Okay.
I agree with you 100%. I don't know how the prosecutor, with what I've heard so far, I don't know how the prosecutor gets past a trier of fact on the driving issue. But reasonable suspicion was to fail to signal. Then he's got the EIV, stacks on that. Then he checks and he's driving with license suspended. Plenty of reasons to stop him. Once he stops him. When he sees marijuana on his shirt and smells burnt marijuana, there's every indication beyond a reasonable or probable cause to think that he's operating the vehicle after consuming marijuana. I don't even need the field sobrieties for him to make the arrest at that point. Conviction, whole different ballgame. But I don't see a reason to suppress the evidence at this point, unless I just want to save us all the time for the trial. And that's not the way I operate.
Understood.
Any clarifications necessary for record?
Just so that if the court does set a trial date, and I think it probably should at this point, to anticipate a motion in limine on the basis of the argument that I made.
Fine. That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let's talk about that. Mr. Graham, as you know, you've got a right to a jury trial or a bench trial. If I'm going to schedule one, when I schedule one, I need to know what I'm scheduling. Mr. Rosenberg?
Your Honor, Mr. Graham, the court is asking if you want a trial by a judge or by a jury. I know Judge Oakley. He's a very fair jurist, but it's up to you. You would have 6 people on a jury decide your fate, or you can leave that up in the fate to the hands of Judge Brian Oakley. I'm comfortable with your decision either way, and I'm also comfortable with discussing with this with you on an open forum. What do you want to do, Mr. Graham?
I can also stick you in a breakout if you want one, counsel. This is all I got scheduled this morning, so I'm not in a rush.
Give me 2 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah, breakout room. Thank you.
We can stick you in a breakout real quick.
Thank you.
Mr. Graham, just give us a minute to make that happen. Paula?
Okay.
Come on in. I'll call him.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
You
Ms.
back, Dave?
Rosenberg, are you finished with your client? I mean, you're finished with your breakout room?
Yes.
He
Thank you,
probably
Paul.
doesn't know how to get out of it, so I'm up
Here we go.
There he is.
Say, I'll bring him out of it.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Hang on just a minute. Judge will be right with you, okay?
Hey, Dave, do you know how to do a chat? Can you
Yes.
send me your phone number so I can put it in my contact list?
There, everybody knows it. Tell me. I'll give it to you right now. It's area code 734-260-3604.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
Mr. Graham, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right, counsel?
Your Honor, I've advised my client of his right to a trial by judge or by the court without a jury in this matter, and he wishes to waive his right to a jury trial and have the matter heard before judge without a jury.
Okay. Paula, do we have a trial date?
I'm looking for our next one right now.
Thank you. I'm assuming we're ready to go.
Pretty much,
After a year and a half, we better be.
you think?
Are you going to file more motions?
Just a motion in limine.
Okay. So it's okay to set it soon?
Yep.
I have some dates that in March, I'm kind of getting booked up. Let me pull out my calendar.
Okay, it looks like you're probably booked up on the 19th. That's your next date with us.
That's
That's next Friday, so is that
Oh,
too
yeah,
soon?
that's soon for me to get all the witnesses
Okay, all right.
notified.
Um,
I was thinking more like beginning of April if you had something. No, I'm gone the first week in April, aren't I? I have a bench trial at 12:40. Is that with you guys? It must be with you guys since it's on April 7th.
no, it's not with us.
It must be with some Romulus, one of the Romulus
Well-
judges.
Well, yeah, it's with either Judge Martin or Judge Green. I have April 21st is the first date that I have open in April.
That sounds good to me.
And now,
Mr. Rosenberg,
Yes, Your Honor. April 21 is outstanding.
Mr. Graham, no problem.
No problem. What day of the week is that?
Wednesday?
Wednesday? Okay.
Paula, what time we doing it?
we're doing it at 1:30.
May I repeat, Your Honor? April 21 at 1:30 p.m. for a non-jury trial.
Correct.
Bond may continue.
Please. Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Can I? Sure. Before you, well, I don't need the court anymore, but can I go in a breakout room with Mr. Rosenberg real quick? Can we do that, or do you
Sure.
have to shut this thing
No,
down?
no. I'll just leave the meeting go. Paula, put you in a breakout.
Thank you.
Okay,
Mr.
great,
Graham,
thanks.
I'll talk to you soon. You can leave.
Okay, thank
well.
you. Have a great day.
Okay. Just let me know when you come out. Just holler and I'll shut down when we're done here. So,
Okay.
all right. Jane,
Yeah,
was this supposed to be live or Zoom?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
Mr. Rosenberg already signed off.
Yeah, he has a 9:30 up in Oakland County or Macomb County or something. I have a question. I'm glad he went with a bench trial because did you hear my officer? He goes, I'm not sure I can identify him.
Actually, that's not uncommon.
It isn't. There's some other officers that were there. Somebody will be able to. The judge would probably find him. I don't know how he could not find him guilty of the DWLS second, and I'd be happy with that. So, question.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think I have to call. I wanted to talk to Heather to see if she had some tickets there for me to review for your 19th docket because I'm going away Wednesday and I won't be back for a week. So I'll only have a little bit of time to look at those.
Yeah, she was coming in late. I don't know if she's in yet or not. I haven't been out there, but
Yeah.
How do you want me to handle that? I talked to Judge and he said, double check with the attorneys and see if they want it live. It doesn't matter either way. Okay, Judge told me set it live. It's going to be live.
That's fine. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. I'm going to I guess I'll email Heather and see. I hate to drive all the way there and then not have a pile of files that I can look at. I think they'll find them for me though, because they did last time when she wasn't there. I'll just come by. I got to go to
email her. Yeah, email her and she'll get right back with you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll probably see you later.
All right, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.